Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup has been pretty wild so far. And here we are in the knockout round of the NBA Cup. Here we go. It's the Western Conference quarterfinal.
And this should be a playoff-like atmosphere. I wouldn't be surprised to see the coaches play with some matchups and even shorten their rotations.
And the Clippers starting five. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Beal in at the small forward.
And the whole floor is open for Beal. He has the mechanics to make a shot from just about anywhere.
Pass to Jokic. In the corner, it's Brown. 5 to shoot, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now, in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You take a look at Los Angeles. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Well, right now for Denver, they've been really consistent so far this season. Not making big moves up or down the rankings, and that can be harder to achieve than you might think. Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Zubac, a screen on Gordon. Leonard attacking.
With the combination of length and strength, Leonard is a hard cover.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. And make no mistake about it, Kawhi Leonard-Clark can still take over a game.
Yeah, it's all about him being healthy. I mean, when he's healthy, he is unstoppable. The mid-range game is platinum level. He can make threes. His strength, driving to the basket and finishing, is so underrated, but clearly obvious because it seems like guys just bump off of him, fall off of him when he goes to the rack with 4.
Harden has a wide open look. No good from outside. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Leonard on the wing. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Wide open look here for Murray. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
Here's Leonard. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
One thing about Leonard around the bucket now, because he's got those humongous mitts, it helps him control the rock like very few players can.
Pass to Jokic. Denver gets it back. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic with his screen on Harden. Here's Jokic. Murray outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Beal. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Jokic with the screen on Harden. Murray, good. Murray's got 8. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Trailing by 2, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Zeke Najee, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Baden Watson comes in for Johnson. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Christian Brown. And it's Bruce Brown in for Murray. And then for Los Angeles, Collins checked in for Beal. And it's Bogdanovich in for Dunn.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, one thing we're seeing with both teams in Los Angeles, managing the contract lengths of their aging veterans with an eye toward free agency in the next few summers. With Paul George leaving the Clippers, and for the Lakers, LeBron James perhaps eyeing the door here. Not everyone is happy with the approach. They're sticking to it for now.
Taking that long view approach. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. From Deep Harden, Denver grabs the miss. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end. A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Brown against Bogdanovich. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Jokic grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
29 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And Jokic is one of the best passing big men in the game. He has a great feel for when to dish the rock.
And here is Los Angeles now. 20 seconds left in the first. Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Watson. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Watson. Here's the teardrop. No good on the layup. At the end of the first, Clark in a close game so far. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. In the post, it's going to be Collins and Lopez. Bradley Beal is out there with Paul, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Collins wide open, he fires. That's good. And so Beal with the assist.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Murray against Paul. Najee passes to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years. But he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
And now, Hallie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you so much. The Clippers remain scrappy. James Harden said, in order for us to have a chance, we have to bring it every single night. One thing about this team, we're all happy for each other. It can be anybody's turn on a given night. Nobody's going to be upset, and even when we lose, we're still happy for each other. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Ellie, thanks a lot. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Chris Dunn's checked in for the Clippers. On deep, Collins knocks down the three ball. Collins has got 8 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
White's in the screen. 18 feet out. Murray, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Done. No good on the three. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
James Harden, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. Murray for 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
He had a nice open look right there. Collins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Looking now at some numbers for Jokic.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
First team back.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jokic. On the clock. They need this. And even in this knockout round of this NBA Cup tournament, these games, Greg, also count towards the team's regular season record. So it means so much in a lot of different ways.
And even as they take part in this tournament, more than likely, some of these games we're witnessing provide a preview of matchups we'll see come playoff time.
Brown against Harden. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
Beal against Johnson. Lopez sets a screen for Beal. And Lopez throws it down.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
Now Brown, still without a basket. Jokic sets the screen for Brown. Three-pointer. And again, Denver with the triple.
He'll knock it down from there, too. Jokic can put it in the bucket from all 3 levels.
Outside Collins. It's Beal on the wing, covered by Johnson. And it goes down 2 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jokic with the screen on Hart. Brown kicks to Jokic. And again, Denver with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Leonard, he's checked in for Beal. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Nuggets. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Los Angeles. They're 5 spots away.
You know, for Los Angeles, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Jokic inside. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Appears like he's found his footing here in the second quarter. Much more efficient.
Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Denver's gone 7 of 9 on 3-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Brown drives in. Here's the 3. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Brown. Jokic has got 18 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Clippers miss again. Denver leading by 5 and stolen by Dunn. To halt the run. What a take from Harden.
Harden is one of the most lethal penetrators in the game and excels at finding lanes to the rim.
Now, here's Jokic. And stolen by Leonard. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the bad half-court shot. Drum roll.
Welcome, one and all. It would appear there were some fun games headed our way, guys.
Yeah, I'm all about fun. I had the crew rig up some confetti for later.
Let's shift our focus now to Nikola Jokic. Outstanding tonight through 2.
Sometimes you show up to the game and you just feel it, Ernie.
And that's a halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. That's the groove that David Adelman's going out there with to start the second half. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic draws the double. Lets it go from deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Leonard kicks to Dunn. Stolen by Brown. Jokic inside. Dunn covering. And it's Jokic missing. Clippers trail by 3 to the inside. Strong work and close by Harden.
When he's not killing you on the perimeter, Harden's doing it inside. He does it all, folks.
Murray looking around. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
It's stolen by Brown. On the wing, Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Back to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Gordon. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And let's see some numbers here on Jamal Murray. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado, and more often than not, he prevails. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Nuggets making a change here. Watson's checked in. The Nuggets leading. Murray outside. Lets it go with the three. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over, and he's carried through with that determination.
And the basketball. By Harden.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Murray against Harden. Gordon with the screen for Murray. Shot clock at 6. No good that time.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Kawhi drills the three-pointer.
He is lethal in the corner, so you can't let Leonard be allowed those looks.
Harden against Murray. Valanciunas sets a screen for Murray. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 1. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. The Nuggets, number 1.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Mark, there's no question Peyton Watson is a player on the rise.
Yeah, and I think his ceiling is pretty high. I mean, he's a high-effort guy, seems to be a high-character guy because he's always ready whenever his number is called, and he produces in short stints of playing time. And the versatility he brings defensively, major value added.
Lets it go from 11. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They lead by 1. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. In the screen. Takes a 3. Murray, no good.
Hey, it was a good look. One he normally capitalizes on.
Harden with the stuff.
You see it less often, but make no mistake now, given the opportunity, the beard can still throw it down on your head.
Back to Murray. Stolen by Harden. Pass to Beal. To the middle. His first shot coming late. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Back to Zubac. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 6 assists here tonight. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Peyton Watson. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Christian Brown. And it's Bruce Brown in for Murray. And then for Los Angeles, Lopez, he's checked in for Zubac. Collins comes in for Dunn. And Paul subbed in for James Harden.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Paul with the basket on the assist from Beal. Paul's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Paul knows exactly which angle he wants to take on that shot inside. That just comes from great awareness.
Pass to Jokic to stop the run. Jokic, big man with the triple.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And here's Jokic outside. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Outside, Beal. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
He got it in. You know, it's crazy as that shot was, you almost had a premonition that it was going down.
Jokic firing on all. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach.
Keep trusting, all right? First half the ball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. In the post, it's going to be Collins and Lopez. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Brown with the bucket.
Brown knew exactly what he wanted to do in there and finished inside.
LA's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic just got 7 rebounds in the game. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Brown drives in to take the lead. And Nikola Jokic good for 3. Now it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Bogdanovich, no luck. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic with his screen on Harden. Into the lane. Jokic inside. Guarded by Harden. Johnson can't hit. Clippers trail by 3. And Dunn with the slam.
Well, you always have to do your best to keep up with Chris Dunn, guys. I mean, just absolutely remarkable in transition, given his athleticism.
He's checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Bruce Brown. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Stolen by Harden. And off the prior, and in it goes. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half. Murray against Harden. Jokic with the screen on Harden. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Outside, Bogdanovich. A three-pointer, no good.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Too easy inside from Jokic.
No surprise Jokic is having a great night. I mean, he is a walking three-level bucket.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And here's Collins from outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 5th assist in this one. And so David Adelman calls the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. For the Clippers, Leonard, he's checked in for Collins. And Beal subbed in for Bogdanovich. Jokic a screen. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Harden the pass to Zubac. Now done from outside the arc. Johnson with the rebound. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Murray, here we go.
Murray showing you another way he can beat you. Exquisite touch there.
And the Clippers have possession. Harden outside. Pass to Beal. Zubac with the screen for Beal. And the dunk by Zubac.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
The shot is good.
Since halftime, they've not been scoring inside as easily. The defense has been much better and quicker with help.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the night.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate. Every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. From 12 feet, Jokic pulls it down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
That's a real brain fade right there, a mental error, and it cost them a possession.
Clippers trail by 3. Leonard, and it's blocked. Harden against Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Here's Jokic. Outside Murray. Shot clock at 5. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
It's Beal on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Zubac, the screen on Johnson. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Zubac really has a good feel and understanding of how to work off of the screen. He can run these sets virtually in his sleep.
Jokic with the screen on Harden. Outside Jokic. Outside Murray. The three goes down.
They want the ball in his hand when the situation calls for it.
Beal against Johnson. Johnson rips down the board. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Murray. 1:03 left to play here in the 4th. From deep. The shot is off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Beal fires. The 3 is off.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team.
40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Puts up the 3. Rebounded by Zubac.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession game now.
And the Clippers call time here. 23 seconds left in the 4th. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass to not waste too much time at all.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Najee. And Christian Brown subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. And the Clippers call time here. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Now Leonard. Jokic with the rebound, and now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
3, good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but the foul there, because he's probably the last guy you want to see him do.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. From outside. So the Nuggets win it. And this victory locks them in for the West semifinals of the NBA Cup tournament.
And you can tell the competition is getting fierce.
Well, Nicola, coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce.